I love love, but not in that naive, I just love love because it feels good and the butterflies and the idea of love sort of way. That's the way that I used to feel about love. I just loved the idea of love, the beginning of love, the initial feelings of love, but I didn't really understand how to love a person and their nuances and their quirks, and I don't really think I allowed people to love me as a person, as a whole person. I loved fantasy and fairy tale, but there's so much more to love than that. It's so much deeper. It's like this well. But in order to get to the bottom of that well and swim around and really get the most out of love, we have to experience, unfortunately, pain. Now, not everyone, but most people experience heartache and breakups and heartbreak on that road to deep, deep love. Because the thing about opening up your heart to find that happiness is that you're also opening up your heart to vulnerability and therefore to pain. So the likelihood of experiencing more pain at first than pleasure is very high, right? Because you may have dated several or a couple or one or two people along the way that ended up with a breakup or not as well as you hoped, along the way to finding your one. But the good news is that those breakups all have lessons. The song, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," is very true. If you sit back for a second and think, okay, what did I learn from that breakup? What did I learn from that heartbreak? I personally have been careless with other people's hearts and with my own heart because I didn't know. And it took a lot to learn, a lot of self-examination and scrutiny and being angry at myself, and I've learned. And one of the things I've learned is that sometimes you have to break your own heart. When you're in a relationship that's just not healthy, when despite the fact that you love this person, you aren't right for each other. You love them more like a drug, and it's killing you like a drug. It's killing your spirit, and you have to get out. And I talk about that, and I also talk about screwing the list, how so many people have this list of expectations and that my Mr. or Mrs. Right must have all of these things. Well, screw that list, because you know what? Paper perfect is not enough. It's not. There's so much more than paper perfect. I have found paper perfect, and I didn't have chemistry with them, and that was so disappointing because they were perfect for me on paper. I also talk about screwing tall, dark, and handsome, or blonde, burly, and sexy, or whatever it is that you find to be your ideal. Screw it. Looks don't really matter when it comes to love, and I talk about that too. In this teleseminar that I am part of, called From Heartbreak to Your Heart's Desire, and it's all about transforming a bad situation into a good situation. I call it bummers with benefits. And I'm not the only person on this teleseminar. There are lots of amazing experts. There's doctors and therapists and dating coaches and relationship experts and matchmakers and healers and all of these people. And they're all contributing their amazing knowledge. And I'm actually going to be paying very close attention because I'm continuing to learn, as everyone is, and I'm so excited to hear their insight. And some of the things they're talking about are how to be irresistible, how to have not just a relationship, but an extraordinary love, letting go to let in, how your heartache is your journey to loving again, trusting your vulnerability, how to unbreak your heart, 10 secrets to beating a broken heart before it beats you, and mine, Screwing the Dating Rules, the No Games Guide to finding true love. So I hope you tune in to the teleseminar, and I will be there too, learning and loving. So please tune in and let me know how it affects you, and if you've learned anything, and if anything rings true for you. I want to know. So email me. You can go to my website, quickychick.com, and there is a contact me section there, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you think about love. I'd love to know your personal experiences, because I'm also working on my book, Screwing the Dating Rules, and I love to incorporate personal insight from others. Don't worry, I'm not going to use your name, but I might be inspired by your story. So here's to getting over heartache and to finding your heart's desire. I'll see you soon.